So welcome devotees for our online reading sessions of the book The Mode and Mission of Srila Prabhupada. We are reading from the section Srila Prabhupada's Success under the section Fighting Against Atheism. So before starting, we will chant our prayers, humble prayers, invoking mercy from our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada and all the acharyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana-Shalakya Chakshuramilistam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaः. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti-Vikasa Swamiti Namane Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Srimate Bhakti-Vedanta Swamiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Bhagavan. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Akam karati vachalam gangadhi kripatamam deshi pratinadatam parmanadamatam chintanishwaram kurve gurchandraya radhikaya tatale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Bhagishaya Savadane Lakshmi Yasya Vakshasi Yasyaste Hridaya Samvitam Nasimam Ham Vijit. Yasya Deve Parabhaktir Yatha Deve Tatha Guru Tasya Iti Katitahi Artha Prakashante Mahatmana Yonta Pravisham Machamam Prasuptam Sanjeevayatya Akila Shakti Dharasradam Nanyam Chahasta Chakna Shravanatvagadin Prana Namo Bhagavate Purushaya निज गुरु हरिवान्या कृष्ण चित्तो विचित्तो परियुत पितृगेहा दंड संसार कूपा प्रभु भजन सुखातो मज्जीम संस विश्वो भुवि जयति विकासो भक्ति पूर्वो इति इंद्र. So we're continuing to read from the section Fighting Against Atheism. So this is very heavy topics. Now whatever we have read till now, it was so heavy. Prabhupada was heavy against Mayavadis. Prabhupada will be heavy against atheists. Hey, where is it? Oh, I pressed something, it went to somewhere else. Oh, oh Krishna. Oh, this is not given. Where is it? Fighting against atheism. Okay, just a second. I'll go to the notes because just now I go to Krishna. Fighting against atheism. Yes. Okay. Okay, Prabhu, Atindriya Prabhu, please start reading.
Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam. You are unable to attend every
Against
day.
Yes, Prabhuji, now I am trying. Actually, I shifted to Bhubaneswar, so it's a little bit.
Okay, Prabhu, start.
Yes, Prabhuji. Fighting against atheism. Our present fighting is against atheism. They say there is no God. God is dead. I am God. You are God. We are fighting. We are fighting against these principles. So our fighting is very strong. I have come here to fight with these atheists, and we go everywhere. We are fighting with atheists all over the world. We are meeting so many opposing elements. They say God is dead. When I first went to America, they were popularizing the theory God is dead. But they again accepted God is not dead, but he is here with Swamiji.
I think
These
we read it.
atheistic,
I think Paramatmananda, Prabhu, we read it. I think these all. Yeah, these all we read. Okay,
yes,
1 second. If I am, अरे कहाँ चला गया? Hmm, hmm. And this also we read. I think we should read from here. Countering and perfecting. That is right? Am I right? Yes. Yes, Prabhuji, read from here. Countering and perfecting communism.
sorry, countering and perfecting communism. Inherently, Srila Prabhupada was neither for nor against communism or any other socio-political doctrine. We are neither for capitalism nor for so-called communism. We don't mind whether you are communist, capitalist, this ist, that ist. We want to see whether you are utilizing your human intelligence for the right purpose. We don't condemn anyone. While offering insights as to how communism could be perfected, Srila Prabhupada staunchly opposed communism as presently understood because of its grounding in and promotion of an atheistic concept of egalitarianism that has caused immeasurable harm to the world. Perceiving that this communist movement is very, very dangerous to make big animals. They are already animals, and this movement is making big animals. Srila Prabhupada warned, if the world becomes full of communists, then human civilization will be finished. One way that Srila Prabhupada envisaged countering communism was via Krishna conscious revolution in the leading countries of the West, particularly by revival of Varnashram Dharma. If England and America, as well as France and Germany, can understand this philosophy, there will be a great theistic revolution which will counteract the atheistic philosophy of Marxism. The present communistic philosophy must be countered by revival of the principles of Chaturvarnyam, Bhagavad Gita 4.13.
Presently, our devotees are very far away from all these things. These are
Yes.
very hardcore. There is a devotee. There is a devotee, disciple of His Holiness Sarup Damodar Maharaj. If at all anybody wants to read that book, kindly read. That is called as Yellow Pill. There is a book called Yellow Pill. It's a very beautiful book written by I don't remember the devotee's name. Yellow Pill. It is about how to establish how Srila Prabhupada's Varnashram or Srila Prabhupada's Devi Varnashram is topmost, and it is the counter for capitalism, atheism, Marxism, communism. Every ism is being socialism. Every ism is being very nicely countered, and answers are given in that. And he establishes in every page how Varnashram is the topmost, how Vedic Varnashram is the topmost. And it's a very beautiful book. Actually, devotees and leaders should read that book. Yellow Pill. On the book cover of the book, there is Buddha's picture is there. So if you want, I can share it. But that's a very good book.
I see in Amazon, Prabhu. Ashish Dalela.
That the devotees is what is name?
Ashish Dalela.
Ashish Dalela. I forgot his initiated name. He has written so many books about Varnashram, about science. He's a very intelligent devotee. He's not so famous, but he has so much of intellectual acumen in his credit. Actually, he's not being focused given limelight in ISKCON, but he's a very good writer, intellectual like anything. Everybody should read that book. yellow pill, if at all you want to know, and if at all you want to get out of this, all these things. Why? And there is a book called what is that? Tech. I had this techno something is there. How technology is a hindrance for people. It's written by Karmi, but how techno something is there. It the wire, the book on the cover pages, the wires will break. So how technology is so problematic for the people, how technology in future it is a problematic for the people, how present it is a problematic. So it is a very good book. People should read that book. And there in internet you can type, there is notes for that also. People have created notes from that book also. It's very good. I have that. I forgot that actually Guru Maharaj quotes in one lecture from that particular book. It's actually I forgot his name. Some techno something is there. And does anybody remember? No, I think. So only in one lecture Maharaj says about this. I forgot is the name of the book. I can check it out and let you know afterwards. But that book, you found Shyam Swarup Prabhu?
No, Prabhu, I'm searching techno book. I'm not finding it.
No, but this one you found it, Yellow Pill.
Yellow pill is there, yes.
Yeah, Yellow Pill is, but it has no much reviews also. But whoever has given, it is
Just
good
4
reviews.
reviews are there, Prabhu.
4 reviews are there. But if you read that book, you will think, what kind of, who is this person has written? If you read that, it is even in Kindle and PDF. Is Vrindavan Chandra Prabhu searched that book and he contacted this devotee. He gave a free copy to him.
Oh, okay.
He gave a free copy, access to the PDF, the PDF file he gave. He knows about Maharaj, and that book was given to Savisachi Prabhu, and even Guru Maharaj also has that book. That book is very good book. Anyhow, Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Elaborating on this theme, communism is an artificial philosophy. How will people ever be equal? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I instituted the 4 castes. In every society, you have Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. By natural propensity, a man is an intellectual or priest, soldier, merchant, or worker. These 4 castes will always be there in all societies, even in Russia. This this is not caste by birth, but by qualification, by guna, the material mode predominant in each individual. So Marxist socialism is artificial because it tries to make everyone equal. And this will never be possible because individuality is always there. The only real socialism is Lord Chaitanya's spiritual socialism, whether one is man, woman, Brahman, Shudra, Hindu, Muslim. Christian, American, Indian, it doesn't matter. Krishna is for everybody. Noting
One
that,
thing, actually, there are no devotees, or I never heard in the period of time. Very few devotees speak about this. Only I don't know. Maybe Guru Maharaj speak. His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj speaks, and few, maybe very few devotees in all over the movement nowadays. They speak about socialism, Marxism. They don't speak about all these things, but it is ingrained among the public like anything. And particularly this Jai Bhim people, and we are not able to answer them. People, we don't answer these all things. See such a thing. We don't speak about all these things. And Varnashram by birth, and nobody speaks about all these things. Nobody. There is no lectures on that anyway. Every lecture is some sentimental something. We don't speak all these things. They're real things which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave. No light is being given on these things. We are missing so much.
yes,
Okay.
noting
Yeah.
that America is a little serious against this communistic movement. Srila Prabhupada, in reference to capitalist versus communist rivalry, saw a good chance in your country, America, to make them rectify their demonic principles, and then they will be very strongly able to fight with the other demons, the communists. Later in the same day, Srila Prabhupada elaborated, the communists are staunch enemies of the capitalists. Their whole philosophy is against God and against capitalism. So if America becomes Krishna conscious and fights, they have got strength plus God's blessings. They will come out victorious. Fight is going on. We cannot stop. But if the American people take to Krishna consciousness and fight with the communists, they will come out victorious. Then the menace of the communistic movement will stop. And we want that. We want that these demonic communists should be finished.
Okay.
His
One
plan
thing I
for
want to just tell
stopping.
you, one thing I want to
Yes,
just
Guruji.
tell you, this is very, very important. I don't know whether devotees know this or not, but I know this. I have understood this somehow. See, the communism in the Western countries like Russia and in China and in back then Yugoslavia, Cuba, and in some of the South American countries is different than in India. The communism here, Prabhupada writes, Prabhupada says that the communists are staunch enemies of capitalists. But here it is, in India, it is not like that. In India, communists are against Hindus. They are anti-Hindus. And most of the communists are from Brahmana families. They are all Brahmins. They are South Indian Brahmins, or it is Maharashtra Brahmins, or it is Bengali Brahmins, or it is all Kerala Brahmins, all these Nambudris. They became staunch communists. Actually, people don't speak about all these things, but it is very, very important. The communism in India is anti-Vedic, anti-Hinduism. They don't, where you see, wherever there is communism, there is Islam being spread, there is Christianity being spread. Rampage like anything. Rampage. Temples are demolished. Everywhere it is like that. But in China, they are against capitalists. They are not against their own. So that's why you see Confucius. Confucius is in China. The Confucius, they are doing very nicely in other parts of the China. In China, the communism is against capitalism. Communism in other parts of, they are against capitalists. They are not against their own culture. That's why you see there's so many the Chinese cultural things are still preserved. The art is preserved, the dance is preserved. So many things regarding China are preserved like anything. They still cooking is, you see so many. That's why so much of rampage is not there of capitalism. Although they are workers, that is all sign of communism. But the thing is that they keep up their culture. But here they are against Vedic scriptures, against Indian culture. These communists are from Brahmana families. So that we should understand. Actually, I don't know if anybody knows about this or not. Many of the communists are all Brahmanas. Atheists are all Brahmanas. You see, there is an organization called Nirmukta. Most of them are from big families. All these JNU, what are these? All these Sharma, Upadhyay. JNU is filled with all leftists. They're all from big, they're intelligent people. They are from Brahminical, Kshatriya, Vaishya communities. They're not from Dalit or anything, because they don't have brains. So this is the thing. And our devotees don't speak about all these things. They don't speak what is capitalism, what is communism. All these capitalists, Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Does anybody know this? Hare Krishna. Does anybody understood? Or what do you think about this? Whatever I said.
Yes, Guruji. We feel a little bit, but not so much in depth.
Oh, मतलब आप देखेंगे साउथ इंडिया में, if you go to South India, most of the communists or atheists are all from Brahmana family. And even in Kerala also it is like that. All the rationalistic movement, they started by some Brahmanas. And in Bengal, all these Chatterjee, Mukherjee, all the Chattopadhyay, everybody, they are all, what is this? What is that? Previously there was government before this TMC, Trinamool Congress. These all communists are for all are Brahmanas. So this is the thing. They are against their own culture. Can you imagine? You are against your own forefathers who are worshipping Krishna, Rama, the temples. They were going there. They are the renegades. In ISKCON also it is going on. In ISKCON now, these are real communists. They are against their own Prabhupada. They are against their own Prabhupada's teachings. This is communism. This is their own leaders. They are against Prabhupada's teachings. What is this? Is communist? This is communist. They are not against the Western civilization. They are against their own Prabhupada. They are against their own devotees. This is what is going on. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji.
His plan for stopping communism in India, where communists are seeing this movement as a great danger, was simply
Okay, once again.
prasad distribution. We shall stop them with with Hari Sankirtan, village to village. In response to communist agitation in Calcutta and throughout West Bengal, Srila Prabhupada proposed reasoning with the communist leaders. Nowadays, many strikes are being observed in Calcutta. These are not new things because from our childhood, we know that Bengal is the origin of all political agitation. Lord Chaitanya here.
You see, Bengal is the origin of all agitation. Whatever is happening in Bangladesh or in West Bengal, it goes all over the world. Bengalis are the people who created revolution all over the world, and Bengalis are the people who are the problematic for the whole world. Prabhupada said Vivekananda and Aurobindo have spoiled the Bengalis like anything. If you want, you can search in lectures. Vivekananda spoiled Bengalis. There is a particular lecture is there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sorry.
Hare Krishna.
Lord
Sorry,
Chaitanya,
I get
Lord
into
Chaitanya,
so much bhav that I may not stop sometimes. Yes, Prabhu.
Lord Chaitanya appeared in Bengal, and he said that simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, everyone will have perfection by one's idealistic way of life. Now it is the time for the Bengalis or for the Indians to understand that this Hare Krishna mantra will also bring in the perfection of communistic ideas. If you can therefore arrange a small meeting with the Bengali communist leaders, I can try to convince them how the Krishna consciousness movement is very much congenial for their purpose.
Are we doing
Confident
it?
that Krishna.
Are we doing it? We don't have anything to do with communists
No.
nowadays. अरे मैं तो बोलता हूँ आजकल के जो डिवोटीज है ना वो कम्युनिस्ट का नाम भी नहीं सुने होंगे. I give in writing they never heard the word communist in their whole life. Definitely they will never heard communist left. अरे प्रभु इससे हमें क्या पड़ी है बोलो. हमको तो हरिनाम करना है. हमको तो माधुर्य मधुर 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 हरिनाम करना है. हमको तो कीर्तन रसा में दुबई जाना है. हमको तो जर्मनी फ्रैंकफर्ट जाना है. वी वांट टू गो टू मायापुर फॉर कीर्तन मेला. वी वांट टू डू दिस. वी वांट टू डू दैट. Nobody knows. अरे बाबा. Yes.
Confident that Krishna consciousness could overthrow communism, Srila Prabhupada wrote, the communists have spread practically all over the world by dry philosophy. We are holding festivals, feasting, philosophy, and salvation. Why shall we not spread our influence and overthrow them?
What an ambition Prabhupada has. Why shall we not spread our influence and overthrow them? This is what is wanted. We should overthrow them. But okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Despite his condemnation of communism, Srila Prabhupada appreciated the idea underlying it and pointed out its deficiency. The idea is nice but imperfect. Their philosophy is that everything belongs to the state. Our philosophy is everything belongs to God. So they come unless they come to this conclusion, they will remain imperfect. They have no God conscious views. They have crippled views. They are imperfect. Detecting an idealism in communistic principles, Srila Prabhupada explained how Krishna consciousness best fulfills that ideal. Communism is not a problem, it is a good proposal, but they are missing one point. They are making Lenin the leader. If they make Krishna the leader, then the communistic idea will be very fruitful.
Wow.
They are, yes, Guru. They are picking up a rascal leader. But if they pick up the nice leader, God, the supreme dictator, then everything will be right. We will be all right. We are
Okay,
also
one thing I want to just tell
communistic.
you.
Krishna.
One thing I want to just in Miami when I was distributing books, a guy came to me and told that we accept Jesus as our God, as our savior, and as our Messiah savior, and our, like, truth. And I said, yeah, we also accept Jesus as our this one, but you are Hare Krishna people. Then he said, yeah, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. We accept Krishna as the supreme. Then there is a whole challenge about how to establish Krishna. It's not so easy. Prabhupada says here they are making Lenin the leader. If you make Krishna the leader, then the communistic idea will be fruitful. It might be easy if you go to Western countries like Russia or in United States or anywhere, or whoever is having the communistic idea, we can establish Krishna. It might be a little bit tough, but in India it is much more tough, because communists have read all the Puranas, all the Vedic scriptures, Upanishads, like anything. If you go to Tamil Nadu, the atheists, the Periyar group, they have read more scriptures than our ISKCON devotees. They have read all the Puranas, left, right, center, like anything. So it is our duty to establish Krishna, how Krishna can be the leader. Because so many questions will come. Why Krishna did this? What is Krishna? What is Krishna is dancing with so many women? So there is a whole challenge against Krishna. So it is not so easy to establish Krishna as the leader. It's not so easy. Prabhupada is just saying then the community get but even we can establish Krishna, but establishing Krishna is not so easy. We are complacently trying to speak to some so-called pious Hindus from IITs and NITs and recruiting them as brahmacharis. But if you tell them to go and speak to people, बस सुसु निकल के बाहर आ जाएगा. They will pee in their coffins itself. They cannot even speak. Huh? Anyhow, Prabhu, what is this, Prabhu? Like that they will say. Most of the devotees will pee in their coffins. They cannot even speak philosophy. Hare Krishna. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji. Continue.
We are also communistic, Krishna communist. We want that everyone should be happy. The communistic philosophy is also like that. They want to see everyone They want to see everyone happy, but they have made a materialistic center that will not help. He described the perfection of communism and what communism in its conventional form lacks. We should understand that everything belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nothing is manufactured by us. So He is the proprietor, but because we are His sons, we have got the legal right to enjoy the property of the Father. This is real communism, the actual understanding of communism. everything belongs to God. Just like the communists are thinking everything belongs to the state and the citizens must work and enjoy. So our philosophy is the same. The only difference is that they are ignorantly accepting the state as the proprietor. If they accept that God is the proprietor, Krishna is the proprietor, then communism is very perfect. That is missing. At the outset of his presentation of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada wrote of the spiritual communism which can unite human society. The ideals of spiritual communism, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, are based more or less on the oneness of the entire human society, nay, of the entire energy of living beings. The need is felt by great thinkers to make this a successful ideology. Srimad Bhagavatam will fill this need in human society. The Bhagavatam concept of communism is different to that commonly understood. It proposes to benefit not only humans but all living beings. They are preaching communism, but in the Srimad Bhagavatam, a different communism is prescribed. Communism is a very good theory, socialism, but not that simply among myself and my brothers there is community. No, you should expand to all living entities. Even if there is a lizard in your room, you should take care that he has eaten something, that he is not starving. Even if there is a snake in your house, you should consider for him also. You must see that he is not starving. This is communism. Not that I only take care of the human society or my countrymen or society men and others may be killed or sent to the slaughterhouse. That is not communism. Communism is to think that every living entity is equal. According to our Vaishnava philosophy, even a snake or lizard in the house shall not go without eating. But to speak of other living entities, the communists I have an idea for feeding human society, but our idea is expanded. We want to see that even a snake is not fasting. A blueprint for the perfection of communism based on recognizing the supreme proprietorship of the Supreme Lord. Communists and socialists are trying to propagate the philosophy that everything belongs to the mass of people or to the state. Such an idea is not perfect. When this idea is expanded, we can see that everything belongs to God. That will be the perfection of the communistic idea. The purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam is here very nicely explained. Every one of us must be satisfied with those things the Supreme Personality of Godhead has allotted us. We should not encroach upon the possessions of others. This simple idea can be expanded in our daily lives. Everyone should have a piece of land given by the government, and everyone should possess a few cows. Both of these should be utilized for one's daily bread. Above that, if something is manufactured in a factory, it should be considered the property of the Supreme Personality of Godhead because the ingredients belong to the Supreme Lord. Actually, there is no need to manufacture such things artificially. But if it is done, one should consider that the goods produced belong to the Supreme Lord. Spiritual communism recognizes the supreme proprietorship of the Supreme Lord.
Okay, Prabhu, because it is a too much
Yes,
lengthy one. So,
yes, Prabhu.
Saurabh please read,
Thank you.
continue.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Opi-
Krishna.
Opinion that the Vedic concept of socialism or communism will much improve the idea of communism. Reference 3750.
We are not reading the references nor
Okay.
the quotes, Prabhu, just directly reading it.
Okay. Srila Prabhupada advocated Vedic communism based on recognizing the supreme proprietorship of the Supreme Lord, and that therefore nothing belongs to any nation or any individual person. Everything belongs to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. With this understanding, the modern communistic theory can be reformed, indeed rectified accordingly. The only possible remedy that can counteract the tendency towards communism is the Krishna consciousness movement, which can give even communists the real idea of communist society. According to the doctrine of communism, the state should be the proprietor of everything. But the Krishna consciousness movement, expanding the same idea, accepts God as the proprietor of everything. People can not understand this because they have no sense of God. But the Krishna consciousness movement can help them to understand God and to understand that everything belongs to God. And thus, without being God centered, communism will fail.
Saurabh before coming to Krishna consciousness, before reading Prabhupada's books, did you know about communism?
I have read about them in the history books,
Ah,
but
here and
not
there.
as such. But I was not just I was like cramming up the things, not much interested, kind of atheistic mindset. What I need to do with all this stuff, like as you mentioned.
Yeah, as it is just to get marks. That's all.
Yes,
Or
yes.
yeah, and it is not much. Yeah, even if somebody is interested, then they will become more or less like leftist kind of a person who is. There is a guy. There are people who are strong communists and strong Ambedkarites and all these people. They live with it. They live in that way. Mm. But after coming to Krishna consciousness, also they are not much interested in all these things. They are they are in the bhav. They are in that bhav. That's what. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji, read.
Feeling a little hopeful that if we teach in the communist countries, they will like it. Srila Prabhupada wanted to impress the real communistic idea upon communist leaders, being confident that if they are sincere communists, they will accept our philosophy. Our philosophy is that every living being is the son of the supreme being, and whatever we see within our vision, either living either living beings on the land, on the water, everything belongs to the supreme being. Every living being has a right to enjoy the supreme father's property. Everyone means not only the human being, but also the living entities. Those living in the sky, water, trees, plants, creepers, ants, beasts, birds, all living beings are sons of the Supreme Being in different forms. We should be compassionate to every living being, accepting them as the sons of the Supreme Being. That is the real communistic idea, perfectly enunciated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So, any communist country, if they take help from us, their communistic ideal will be perfect. Let the leading men of any communistic country come and talk with us about our philosophy, and we will convince them about this loftiest philosophy of Krishna consciousness. We do not criticize the communistic idea, but we want to make it perfect. Discussing the hammer and sickle communist emblem, the Srila Prabhupada said that the hammer has hammered the whole human civilization and proposed a counter emblem with sickle and tilak, which he thought the communists would appreciate.
Does anybody know this? Pata hai, devotees know this? The hammer and sickle is the communist album. You know this?
Yes, Prabhu. But Prabhupada's Sikil and Tilaka is the first time I'm hearing.
Yeah, Sikil and Tilak, that is there. There is a video called Spiritual, what is that? Revolution in Communist Countries. There is a video done by Russian devotees. They have done it. How they preached, how preaching in Russia in the communist countries started. There is a video. In that they will put this symbol. Sikil and Tilaka means, Sikil is for what? Can you know? Sikil is for what? Why they put sickle and hammer as a communist album? Because the hammer is meant for manufacturing, the manufacturing industries, the industrial development. That is, they want that, and through that they want. Sickle is for farming. No, sickle is for cutting the
Harvesting, yeah.
harvest, the harvest. नीचे से कट करने के लिए वो जो राउंड कलर का होता है, rounded, that is called a sickle. It is in Andhra. It's called as I forgot. They use nowadays only for in the movies and all, but actually it is used for taking the. It is easy for cutting the harvest, the paddy fields. Either it is wheat or, because previously the women, the Shudra community, they used to be engaged by the Vaishyas to cut the sickle. Used to have that. They used to have this sickle, and they used to cut these the paddy fields and all. But nowadays the sickle is gone, and they are doing it with machines. Big machines come from, in Bhimavaram and all. I used to see the big machines come from Tamil Nadu, and these Tamil guys, they come and they cut within 5 minutes. Everything will be cut. And these people are without. They have the sickle, but nobody is giving the work. But Prabhupada wanted a sickle, and because that is meant for agriculture, the sickle is there, and tilak. There is no need for manufacturing. So tilak is important. So that's why Prabhupada changed it to that. So it's like that. And what a revolutionary thing. Prabhupada wanted all these things, but we are no way near to it. No way. Even abhas, even a ray of that also, people, we are not thinking of all those things. Even a ray. What to speak of? Nowadays, the whole lectures, the community devotees, their way, they don't understand all these things. Huh? Oh, we are only going to Mayapur just to attend the Kirtan Melas and then come back purchasing 10, 15 dhotis, 10,000 dhotis, and with matka silk borders, and then matching saris, matching chanting bag. That's all over. That is Kirtan Mela, having darshan of the deities, dance in the Kirtan, and then come back to our places, and then go to attend Damodar Artis in the Vrindavan, go around. That's all over. That is our Krishna consciousness nowadays. Leaders also want that. They're taking yatras after yatras, going to this yatra, that yatra. And no leader is speaking about all these things. Go with that. Yes, Prabhu. Read. Continue.
Considering communists to be intelligent but misguided, Srila Prabhupada rejected as impossible Marx's idea that if the social system was changed, the mentality of the people would change accordingly. Rather, Srila Prabhupada upheld the mentality should change and the social structure will follow.
Okay, Prabhu. Somebody else can read. Thank you, Prabhu. Shyam Swarup, Prabhu, you can read.
Yes, Prabhu. Vox Populi. Among people in general, 99.9%
Sorry.
try to talk like experienced advisors, but they are actually devoid of spiritual knowledge and are therefore like inexperienced children speaking nonsensically. Consequently, their words cannot be given any importance. We are not after Vox Populi. That is not our.
You know what is meant by Vox Populi? Anybody knows what is meant by Vox Populi?
Yes, Prabhu. Majority means, I mean, the idea of majority of the people.
Okay, but more specifically. Actually, it means public opinion.
Okay.
Of course, it is a majority of the people, but it is that particular term is called as populi means people. This is called as populist people. Vox populi means public opinion. We give importance to the public opinion. That is what is the whole thing.
Okay. Okay. Voice of
Yes.
people, something like that.
Why the people what they think. Generally, we say, na, Prabhuji, we are doing like this. Na, what people are thinking, Prabhu, nowadays. So this is what this is
Mm-hmm.
what called as vox populi. Vox populi. We want to know. We want to speak, give lectures according to what public opinion is all about. Because if we say anything against, just like this particular thing which I have forwarded in the status, that then if anybody somebody asks us what do you think about Osho, because public are already having some opinion. If we tell anything against that, it will be a problem for us. So we will go according to the public opinion. This is what is called as public opinion. Of course, majority is
Mm.
there, but people have a general idea about everything,
Okay. Okay.
whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And some people are some people like their ideas they give upon others, supersede on others. But everybody has some other opinion about everything. But we are not after that. That is what is Prabhupada is trying to tell. We are not after public. What public think
Mm.
is not important as such ultimately. We may not directly tell because we are in the what is that, we are in the Maryada platform, we are in the Sadhu Vesh and all those things. Of course we may not sell rascal on the face, we may not be so so violent, but we should have our stand very clearly. We should not be,
Mm-hmm.
we should not be biased by the public opinion. Okay, please read.
Okay. We are not after vox populi. That is not our concern. We have got our standard method that is making us successful. We do not make any compromise. If you like, you take it. If you don't like, you go away. We do not depend on the public opinion. This is good or this is bad. Our good and bad is if it is favorable for spreading Krishna consciousness, it is good. Otherwise, bad.
No, we don't say this. Nowadays, we don't
Mm.
say Krishna is according. We can say very clearly Bhagavad Gita. According to Bhagavad Gita, this is good. According to Bhagavad Gita, this is bad. We even don't say that. This
Mhm.
is the problem of the moment. These devotees are not able to understand this. That this is if a speaker is telling according to Bhagavad Gita, according to Vedic scripture, this is good. According to Vedic scripture, if it is bad, bad. Then even though there is protest, we have some stands. Otherwise, we have to gel with the common public and we have to gel with the public opinion. And that is what is the whole problem. Why ISKCON, although is expanding, so many books are getting distributed, so many devotees are coming to Krishna consciousness, still why internally it is very weak because of this. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji.
In an exchange with the Director of Research of the Department of Social Welfare, Melbourne, Srila Prabhupada explained his antipathy to public opinion. Srila Prabhupada, I am giving the example of ideal character. Director, yeah, but that's one opinion. Srila Prabhupada, no, it will not depend on opinion. What is the value of opinion if the people are all asses? There is no opinion. One should take as it is enjoined in the Shastra. No opinion. What is the use of taking the opinion of an ass? If people are trained just like dogs and asses, then what is the use of their opinion? If you are to enforce, you must do like this. Just like when we introduced this no illicit sex, I never cared for their opinion. What is the use of taking their opinion? It must be done. That is the defect of Western civilization. Vox populi, taking the opinion of the public. But what is the value of this public? drunkards, smokers, meat eaters, and woman hunters. They are not first class men. What is the use of such third class, fourth class men's opinion? We do not advocate such opinion. What Krishna said, that is standard. That's all. Krishna is the supreme and his version is final.
Okay, one second. Nowadays, devotees have changed their stance. If you tell devotees, like for example, book distribution, I have countless times experienced from devotees telling that Prabhuji, people don't like distributing books here. Please don't distribute. Please don't do this. They have told me many times. They are after public opinion. Many times. I can point out that particular devotee, that particular temple, that particular. Okay, I don't want to say again more, but point is that they when we say what is the use of public, Prabhu, they are drunkards, smokers, Prabhu, you should not say this particular thing. When you say Prabhupada
Hmm.
said drunkards, smokers, meat eaters and women hunters, what is the use of their public? Then you say, Prabhu, you should not say all these things, you should be sensible while speaking. They are many devotees I can give in writing nowadays. There are many devotees who give lectures. There are big devotees who are very famous. They are after this. When you say, what is the use of public, Prabhu? They are all drunkards, smokers. Immediately they will kill you. They will make your life miserable like anything. Prabhu, you should not say this. You should be
Mhm.
sensible while speaking. How you can say public are drunkards? They are very good people. There are many good people. Your own people are your renegades. They are the people who are becoming leaders. They are the people who are becoming leaders, who are becoming gurus, who are becoming counselors, facilitators. All these people, they say that they don't accept all these things. They never say what is the use of public. You just give this. You tell the people, anybody for that matter, they will never accept this. The
Hmm.
ISKCON is just against this version. Now people, devotees don't accept this. What Krishna said is standard, that's all. Krishna is final version. No, it is not. Now the trend is against all these things. We want democracy. That's why devotees are being pressurized to go and vote for
What?
the government.
Ha.
They go and tell them, you should vote, you should do this, you should support this. Uh, and one devotee went to that extent, saying that those I should not say this because I will not say because this is against the constitution or something like that. Because this is like that. Devotees are saying like that. Devotees are
Mhm.
saying which is against Shastra, against Bhagavad Gita, because of the public, because of the public opinion. They don't want to face the public questions and answers. Prabhu, ye log aaye, public, you people went and distributed this people, and they came to us and they told your people are speaking like this. No, face them, give them answers. Why are you
Mhm.
going? Mukkar kyun jate hain aap log? Why are you going away from them? No, they don't want to do that because they want to take public opinion into consideration. They consider Janata Janardhan. They will give this nonsense word called Janata
Ah.
Janardhan. They will say people are there, that is a Janardha Jana. This is nonsense. Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur said, Janata, we are not after Janata, we are after Janardhan. This is a famous quote of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We are not after Janata opinion, we are after Janardhan's opinion. Hare Krishna. Continue.
No opinion, no democracy. When you go to a physician for treatment, the physician does not place his prescription for the opinion of other patients. Now I am prescribing this medicine for this gentleman. Now give me your opinion. Does he do that? The physician is the perfect person. Whatever he has written as the prescription, that's all. But here in the West, everything public opinion. What is the use of such opinion?
One thing I would say, if Prabhupada would have established ISKCON now, if Prabhupada would have established ISKCON now, and now there is a option for ISKCON leaders to change the name, change everything. They will change everything. I will give in writing that International Society for God Consciousness they will make. Definitely, I will give in writing. Definitely, they will change so many things,
Mm-hmm.
because there was a proposal by the ISKCON leaders, some of the leaders in the 1990s, that Prabhupada's books are very, very, what is that? Very, very extreme. Like there are some topics, some things which Prabhupada writes, like as there are some things which Prabhupada writes without any reference, or regarding women, regarding the society, regarding slaughterhouse education, so many things. And they proposed, they put a meeting in ISKCON and they proposed to BBT to give a footnote
Mm.
for each and everything. And there are
Oh,
many devotees who are favorable for all these things. They are favorable for all these things, stating that we are favorable. But thank God, but somehow Prabhupada established BBT and ISKCON separate organization.
separately.
If
Yes,
it would
yes.
be one, then there would be havoc like anything. For each and
Mm.
everything, there would be. And I spoke to one particular devotee, first devotee under whom I was there, and because of which I had a big fight with him. Big fight. And it was went on for days and days and days. He's a brahmachari and he's being told by his congregation to take sannyas. And I was the first person to oppose him, that he should never get sannyas, because he is against Prabhupada's books. He was telling that the only thing is that, oh, Prabhupada's books are having so many things which are against the society. So what? We are not after society. We are not after
Mm.
what society, nonsense society is thinking all about. When Islamic people are telling against, we don't believe in Samvidhan, ours is Quran is highest, why we should accept that thing? Although Prabhupada didn't tell us well, abruptly that you should go against the constitution, but we are in no way. Constitution is for the body. We speak
Mm-hmm.
like this. Constitution is for the body and Bhagavad Gita is for the soul. One devotee was asked this particular question, and there is a video in Hyderabad while distributing books, and one Jai Bhim fellow catches him and then asks him that why don't you read Samvidhan? Then this devotee very intelligently asked, Samvidhan, the constitution is for the body, it's not for the soul. But
Mm-hmm.
Bhagavad Gita is this for the soul. Who will say like this? No leader has spoken. As a general, a common book distributor who is distributing books on the road, he is having a much greater realization than
Mm-hmm.
these big people who are sitting on the podcast and speaking big things. I'm very sorry to say like this. A common book distributor who no way nobody knows about him. He has a greater faith and realization of Prabhupada's books than these big people who give big seminars and big talks, but simply empty promises. I'm very sorry. Hare Krishna. Please continue.
Director, you don't think the patients have any mind of their own? Srila Prabhupada, they have a mind, but that is deprecated mind. Just like a madman has got his mind, but what is the value of that mind? You are not going to take the opinion of a madman. He has his mind, but he is a madman. Mudha, Maya apakrita jnana. His knowledge has been taken away. Because his mind is in a disordered condition, there is no value of his opinion. The pragmatic application of this dismissive attitude. We should not compromise in any way just to accommodate the public idea, but we can so tastefully present the real thing so that we will change the people to accommodate us.
Yes, this is what is
Yes, this is
important.
what needed. Yes.
This is what is needed. Now, what we are doing, we are trying to go according to people. We are not trying to
Hmm.
change them. We will change them, we will change them, we will change them. And finally, this is what is the bridge preaching is all about. We go to the other
Hmm.
side of the bridge and become like them. What devotees are doing? What is over a period of time? Life coaches, life coaching, and you become, you change into white and you become like them. You speak all nonsense. When he is a brahmachari, he will speak
Hmm.
about life coaching, giving commentary about Hanuman Chalisa. What do we have to do about Hanuman Chalisa? I don't understand.
Hmm.
Why we have to write about? Why we have to speak about Hanuman Chalisa? Hanuman Chalisa से तेरे को क्या लेना देना मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता है. हनुमान चालीसा के ऊपर कमेंट्री लिख के क्या फायदा तेरे को? What is the use of writing a commentary on Hanuman Chalisa? Huh? And you speak like that and you change to white and you become like that. Arey Baba, you change, you don't speak like that. It's a dismissive attitude. Maharaj is very clear. It's a dismissive attitude. What is dismissive attitude? Dismissive means it is feeling or showing something unworthy of consideration. It's very, very havoc. It is creating havoc. It's all because of modern education. I'm very much clear about this. This is all because of reading all modern education, modern ideas, and modern ideology being sitting and then coming to Krishna consciousness and not getting purified of the modern ideas, modern ideologies, modern technologies, modern education. And this they carry with that. In the guise of becoming Yukta Vairagya, we are becoming more and more inclined towards materialistic, hedonistic ideology. Instead of giving up, instead of cutting that, it's all because of modern ideology. No, a person who doesn't have any sort of modern ideologies, who's not interested in any sort of all these things, he's very well, he reads Prabhupada's books and understood this is it. That's all. There is nothing, there is no second thought about this. When you are so much overpowered by modern ideologies, then definitely you can't speak. You don't have the Shakti to speak. This is all because of the modern education, particularly Macaulay education, particularly the British education that has spoiled us like anything. Okay. Okay, shall we continue? Okay, we'll read for a few minutes. Paramatmananda Prabhu, can you please read? Thank you, Shamsur Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Unique movement. In various ways, this movement is unique. We are the only movement in the world which is preaching the real fact or secret to success. And outside our movement, everything else will fail. We are practically the only society who is insisting don't take intoxication, don't have illicit sex, don't eat meat, don't take part in gambling. Perhaps we are the only society, perhaps we are the only community in the world which can render the best possible service to the society.
Okay, last time there was one Hare Krishna run. They did one Hare Krishna run in Hyderabad. Our devotees organized it, but nobody will say no illicit sex against pornography. Never we will have such a campaign against pornography or no cinema. We are dare to say like that. No cinema, no illicit sex. No, anti-cinema, anti this one. No. We will never say. Drugs we will say because everybody is after drugs. Everybody is after addiction. But they will never say no illicit sex, no contraception, no condoms, no contraception. No, we will never say that openly. They will do Hare Krishna run for that. What is this nonsense, Hare Krishna? Nobody is coming for Kirtan. Nobody is coming for Nagar Kirtan. They want to have that Hare Krishna run. What is this Hare Krishna run? Huh? Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Continue.
Next page.
Yes, Prabhu.
We are the only person who can give solution. There is no other group or any man in the world. We are the only friends within this world of the human society. We are the only institution in the world preaching Bhagavad Gita and peace. We are the only hope for the human society to receive real knowledge. We are the only movement that can actually teach one how to know God and how to love Him. We are the only institution trying to give the greatest benefit to the human society, Krishna consciousness. Perhaps we are the only group of men who are trying to propagate this science of Krishna consciousness. We are the only ones talking about God. Perhaps we are the only society who is proclaiming, here is God, Krishna, take it. We are the only society in the whole world. Otherwise, they are all misled, all misled. Nobody says, here is God. Perhaps I am the first preacher to the world that here is God. That is the only movement preaching about God's
This is
glories.
this is this is the only moment.
Yes, this is the only movement preaching about God's glories. This is only movement in the whole world. This movement is the only movement which can unite all the people in the world in oneness. Perhaps we are the only sincere persons on this whole planet. The wonder of this movement, perhaps we are the only institution in the world which is teaching that you are not this body. This is the wonder of the Krishna consciousness movement. We are the only institution throughout the whole world teaching people that, my dear sir, you are not this body, you are different from the body, and after that you get another body.
Okay.
Distinct.
Yes,
Shall I
Prabhuji.
continue?
Continue.
We belong to pure devotional service group, following the footprints of great Mahajanas. Our purpose should be that we are in one side and all others are on the other side. We 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 deprecate everyone, even one who is against animal slaughter. In the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is clearly said that there are two classes of activities, pious and impious. We do not favor any one of them. Neither do we favor any philosophical speculation. We simply stick to Krishna and wish to render loving transcendental service unto him. Resisting being clubbed along with other Indian gurus, Srila Prabhupada deliberately set himself and his movement apart. Scholars and devotees alike have noted that during his early years in the United States, Prabhupada set himself and his ISKCON movement apart from the other Indian gurus and their paths in many ways. First and foremost, Prabhupada's movement theologically departed from those offered by his peers. Rather than being a non-theistic system of yoga or meditation, Prabhupada's ISKCON was a highly structured, staunchly ascetic, and adamantly theistic Vaishnava devotional movement. Srila Prabhupada wanted to maintain the distinction. We don't want cheap popularity. I was very glad to learn that Brahmananda refused to place my identification with so many cheater swamis. We shall always remain distinct from all these cheaters. Not only did Srila Prabhupada want to be clearly differentiated from cheaters, he also did not want his movement to be identified with any mundane cause or group, such as Hindus, vegetarians, social welfare workers, environmentalists, or even cow protectors. Definitely not hippies. He referred to this unique cult of Hare Krishna as a completely different movement. The Krishna consciousness movement is completely different from ordinary movements. This is a spiritual movement. This movement begins when one understands that he is not this body. Unlike other so-called yoga societies with nothing substantial to offer, we are not bluffing anyone. If we simply keep ourselves Krishna consciousness, chanting our prescribed rounds and following the regulative principles, then automatically the sincere souls who we come in contact with will be attracted. This is because we are not bluffing anyone, and if someone is seriously after perfecting himself in spiritual life, then surely he will agree with all of our principles and wish to join us. Other so-called yoga societies in this country are actually offering only nonsense or forms of sense gratification, but such material activities will not sufficiently attract one who is serious about real spiritual life. Being totally against what he called manufactured religion, Srila Prabhupada pinpointed the distinction between Krishna consciousness movement and other religious movements and sects. From the practical point of view, you can see the distinction between our disciples and any other group of religious faith. We do not indulge in illicit sex, which includes not to covet another's wife or daughter. We do not eat meat, and that means automatically we are non-violent. We do not indulge in intoxication, nor did Srila Prabhupada want Krishna consciousness as he taught it to be closely identified with Hinduism or his movement to be taken as one among the many Hindu sects. When a group of appreciative Indian religious leaders personally invited Srila Prabhupada to a Unity of Man conference they were organizing, Srila Prabhupada politely declined, telling them that real unity could be achieved only if the participants of the meeting agreed to accept the authorized signs of God in the revealed scriptures. Vegetarianism was another line that might seem to be naturally aligned with Krishna consciousness, yet Srila Prabhupada warned we should not waste time encouraging vegetarianism as opposed to meat eating. We want to encourage prasad taking, and that is automatically vegetarian. Don't think we are vegetarian. We can become anything provided it is eaten from the remnants of foodstuff left by Krishna. There are many animals who are vegetarians. The monkeys are vegetarians, the goats are vegetarians, the cows are vegetarian. So that is not a good, good qualification to become a vegetarian and become an animal or to become a lion, tiger or dog. We are not going to be animals, we are going to become human beings. A tiger has got the right to eat another animal, so we are not going to preach among the tigers that you become vegetarians or you become Krishna conscious. That is not our business. Our business is inducing, entreating, and requesting people to take Krishna prasad. To become vegetarian or non-vegetarian is not very big business. We do not admit that vegetarians are very pious and non-vegetarians are not pious. We say that everyone who is not taking foodstuff offered to Krishna is impious.
Okay,
Devotees
Prabhu.
are
Okay, Prabhu, we'll stop here. Time is up. So we'll meet tomorrow as time is up. So, and at this time, and I'm very, very sorry that sometimes I would have spoken some things which you don't like or anything, but some are facts and some are a little bit exaggerated by me, maybe. I don't know. Thank you very much. So we will meet tomorrow at this time. Okay. Hare Krishna. Anshakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhyavi vachapatitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo. If at all you want to speak to me, you can call anytime and speak. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna on WhatsApp. Hare Krishna. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Honor's Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj ki jai. The Moon and Mission of Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.